Alright, greetings everybody. I am riding again. Of course, it is red on VFR. This time it is VFR 750. It's the second part of the review, which is more of an application review, meaning I will be riding and telling how it is, if I recommend it or not. But if you understand from, or if you understood from part one, my review will be very much biased. I love this bike, so of course I would recommend it. But again, it depends what kind of condition you get in the bike in, if it had a good maintenance, if it has good tires, if it has rust in the tank, those kind of things. If it was actually properly looked for, cared for. It's an old bike. It's like an old human, you have to take care of them. Alright, so the ride more or less similar to the 800, which is RC779, which is, of course, the 8th gen, which is my bike, VFR 800 2014. Similar ride, the seating position is a bit more upright. So I would think that the whole handlebar is closer to you, or at least I feel like it. So it's not too stretched out. So it's not too far away from you. So you're a lot more relaxed. Throttle response is absolutely fine. There is no problem with it. I know people were complaining like carbureted bikes are better in response to throttle. I can't support that. Both very, very smooth. They depend on your wrist, honestly. And the brakes, of course, the brakes are spongier, even though this bike has new brake pads. Of course, not new discs, but brake pads. Discs are absolutely fine and mint condition. No problems with those. But again, maybe it's because it has less cylinders in calipers. I'm not sure. Could be the same amount, but as I said, it feels spongier. But it's not a problem. Absolutely. The bike feels planted, same weight as the RC79. This one is RC36, just if you care about the chassis numbers. Very flickable, especially at speed. Any bike is flickable at speed. This one feels very good. What else? I feel myself very much in place. I do love the sitting position. So there is no problems with that. I am, 5'11", 6-ish, foot tall, not too tall, not too short. This bike fits me perfectly, no problems with that. What else? There are a couple of things that I'm not sure about. The turn signal switch is way too high for me, so I have to stretch my, lift my finger or thumb way too high. That's why in RC79 it was put on the bottom, so that it is a lot more comfortable to operate. This one, not so much. Not so much. The other thing is that being an older bike, it vibrates more. I will explain how much comparing to RC79, okay? The VFR 800. So this bike already shook out 2 bolts. 2 bolts. One is not that terrible. I mean, it was not really supporting much. The bolt was from the seat cowl. That's why it has only 1 bolt. What is it? From, only from left side. From the right side, there's a hole, no bolt. It's gone. The second bolt was actually a problem. and I mean it was a problem, okay? It was from the exhaust muffler where it attaches to the passenger foot deck on the right side. It was gone. So basically, the muffler was just flapping about, and the owner didn't know about it. It was terrible. So it was basically held by the clamp where the exhaust attaches to the how do you call it, catalytic converter. That was the only thing that was holding it. So I'm not sure. It was very dangerous. If that muffler, it's a pretty heavy muffler, okay? I'm talking about like 15, 20 pounds right there. If that muffler went on a highway, it could have hit someone. It could have bounced off the ground and hit someone like in a windshield, basically. Could have traumatized, if not kill, people. Like if there was another biker, you would never know. It would kick him out of the saddle. It was absolutely terrible. So you have to, just know what you're getting. It's an older bike. It will vibrate more, but not too terrible. For a longer distance, it's absolutely fine. Actually, I'm gonna put the video of me traveling to Northfield, to one of those windmills, I think they're called, like turbines, electric turbines. I'm fascinated by those. So I took this bike to the windmill and took a bunch of pictures. So as you can tell right there, I'm flicking the bike as much as I can. Oh, I'm not sure. They're building something over here. Or there will be. Interesting. Maybe another house. So very, very nice. No problems at all. Just make sure you maintain it fine. And the best part, of course, it's not only the sound of this bike, but also how much braking power it has in the engine, okay? Comparing to my 800s, this bike has like 5 times more braking power. When I shift down, I basically barely use my my hand brake because it has so much braking power from the engine. It slows right down. It's amazing. So keep it there. It actually, this bike reminded me of the Suzuki TU250X, I think, 250, okay? The one that I actually was learning on to ride. That bike had a ton of braking power, and it only had a 1-cylinder, 250, from the name, of course, 250 cc, 14 horses, something like that. Not too much, but if you're not prepared, it stops. It just stops with the engine. It's just insane. So all in all, great bike. A bit dirty. Wow. Time. Great bike. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Of course, the plastic is going fragile and starts cracking. Some discoloration going on due to the fact that it's been on the sun for so many years. You inevitably park it if you go somewhere. Park it outside. Shift's great. Everything's great. So yeah, if you want to pick one up, absolutely do it. You will love it. I mean, again, it's personal preference, but I absolutely love it. Great sound, great power, great look. What else you need? All right, guys. I will see you in the next episode. So ride safe. We'll see you then. Goodbye.